In the far reaches of the Japanese archipelago, where the East China Sea churns against the Pacific, the ocean guards a profound enigma. Beneath the currents that sweep past the remote island of Yonaguni, a colossal form slumbers in the deep. A structure so vast, so precise, it has been called a sunken city, Japan's own Atlantis. The story of its rediscovery begins in the year 1986. A local diver, Kihachiro Aratake, descended into the familiar blue, his mission to scout the migration routes of hammerhead sharks. But as he navigated the underwater terrain, a shadow detached itself from the sea floor. It was not a reef. It was not a natural cliff face. Looming before him was a monolithic impossibility. Immense, terraced platforms, flanked by giant, near-perfect steps, rising from the abyss. The lines were too straight, the angles too clean. It was as if an ancient temple, a city square, had been violently swallowed by the sea and frozen in time. What Aratake had stumbled upon would become known as the Yonaguni Monument, a source of ceaseless wonder and ferocious debate. The structure itself is staggering in scale, stretching for more than 100 meters and ascending to a height of nearly 25 meters. A silent titan, almost the size of an 8-story building laid out on the ocean floor. To swim alongside its sheer, vertical faces is to be humbled by a sense of deliberate design. Divers have traced features that defy simple geological explanation. Vast, flat terraces, enormous pyramidal shapes, and formations that bear an uncanny resemblance to carved stairways and processional roads. When geologists first examined the site, the implications were seismic. If this was indeed the work of human hands, its age would shatter the established timeline of civilization. Core samples and dating of surrounding formations suggest the structure could be over 10,000 years old. This would place its construction at the very end of the last ice age, a time when sea levels were dramatically lower, and this monument would have stood on dry land. It would predate the Great Pyramid of Giza by millennia, and even precede the stone circles of Stonehenge. It would mean that a highly sophisticated, organized society, capable of large-scale quarrying and monumental architecture, existed in a part of the world and at a time in history where none was thought possible. This radical idea has drawn its champions, none more prominent than marine geologist Masaaki Kimura. After years of meticulous underwater mapping, he has boldly proposed that Yonaguni is no accident of nature, but the remnant of a prehistoric city, a lost civilization he connects to the Pacific legend of the continent of Mu. Kimura points to formations he interprets as carved reliefs, including one resembling a human face, as proof of intelligent modification. Yet for every proponent, there is a skeptic. Many geologists argue that the monument is a product of natural forces, that the region's sandstone bedrock naturally fractures along sharp, straight plains, creating the illusion of design through erosion and seismic activity. They see terraces and steps not as architecture, but as the predictable result of tectonics and powerful ocean currents. The monument remains suspended between two worlds, the world of myth and the world of science. It is a mystery carved from stone, a question posed to our understanding of the deep past. Whether it is the grand design of a forgotten people or a breathtaking spectacle of natural geology, its existence challenges us to look deeper, to question what we know, and to accept that the story of our origins may not be written in stone, but submerged in the silent, waiting depths. Beneath the turbulent waters off the coast of Japan's southernmost island, A silent, monolithic structure commands the deep. Here, in the shifting currents, explorers have charted what appear to be meticulously planned corridors, broad plazas, and grand avenues, all carved from a single colossal stone formation. It is a ghost city, sleeping under a blanket of ocean. Perhaps the most haunting of its features is a colossal profile, weathered by millennia, staring out into the abyssal dark. Proponents of a human origin see a face, a guardian etched into the stone, the silent witness of a forgotten people. The marine geologist Masaki Kimura, a leading voice for this theory, has spent years meticulously mapping the site. He points to features that defy simple geological explanation. Circular holes bored into the rock, arranged in patterns that suggest they once anchored wooden posts, the skeletal supports for long-vanished structures. Each of these details, from the 90-degree angles to the terraced platforms, seems to whisper of an intelligent hand, of a deliberate design. The implication is staggering, evidence of an unknown advanced society that flourished and then vanished, swallowed by the sea in a forgotten epoch. It is a narrative that ignites the deepest corners of the human imagination, a sunken civilization that could predate every known kingdom, every recorded word of history. The mind conjures images of a thriving metropolis on these now submerged lands, a world teetering on the precipice of change as the last great ice age waned. As glaciers the size of continents melted, the oceans of the world began their inexorable rise. Here, a sophisticated people may have quarried stone, and cats still claimed the continents. The monument's sheer scale, its uncanny geometry, lends a profound gravity to these visions. To hover over its highest platform as a diver is to gaze down upon what seem to be grand, submerged stairways and processional avenues, the spectral blueprint of a metropolis lost to time. If this interpretation is true, the Yonaguni Monument represents one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of our age, tangible proof of a lost chapter in the human story. Yet for every proponent of this lost world, there is a chorus of scientific dissent. Many geologists see not the hand of humanity, but the sublime, dispassionate artistry of nature itself. They argue that the monument is hewn from a single, massive block of layered sandstone and mudstone, sedimentary rock known for its tendency to fracture along perfect geometric planes when subjected to immense stress. For thousands of years, this region has been a crucible of tectonic activity, shaken by powerful earthquakes that rupture the seabed. These seismic forces, combined with the relentless scouring of the powerful Kuroshio current, a veritable river within the ocean, could have chipped and sheared away at the rock, naturally breathtaking quirk of geology, its apparent design an illusion. Those intriguing shapes, the supposed statues and faces, are explained as products of pareidolia, the mind's innate and sometimes deceptive quest for meaning, an evolutionary ghost that finds faces in clouds and cities in stone. To the skeptics, Yonaguni is a stunning natural wonder, but nothing more. And so, the monument remains suspended between two worlds, the world of myth and the world of measurement. It is either a tombstone for a civilization we never knew, or a testament to the awesome, creative power of the planet itself. Perhaps the true mystery is not what lies beneath the waves, but what lies within our own deep-seated need to find ourselves in the silent, stone-faced chronicles of the earth. The great monuments of the Nile whisper a story not of invention, but of inheritance. Inscribed on papyrus and stone, the ancient Egyptians themselves speak of their knowledge as a legacy, a profound gift from a time of gods. While the Great Pyramid stands as a testament to their ambition, it may also be an echo of a far older wisdom. But the long shadow of Giza has obscured another, even more prolific dynasty of builders. To the south, beneath the sun-scorched dunes of what is now Sudan, lies the heartland of Nubia. Here, the Kushite kings erected a forest of pyramids, more than 200 slender, steep-sided structures that pierced the desert sky. They presided over a kingdom of extraordinary wealth and power, a civilization whose architectural footprint, in sheer volume, surpassed that of its more famous neighbor. Yet, as the tides of history turned, the desert moved to reclaim its own. The grand cities and monuments were slowly consumed, their story buried under an ocean of sand. We are left with only fragments, tantalizing clues that our understanding of this age is incomplete. Each new discovery is not an answer, but a deeper question, reminding us that we stand at the very edge of an immense and silent mystery. The sand remembers what humanity has forgotten, and we are only just beginning to learn its language.